Welcome back, everyone, to East Providence Lanes, East Providence, Rhode Island. We're here for the KR Strikeforce Open Singles Round of 8, single game elimination match play. And Bruce Hall here with you, and as usual with me is Chris Forey. Hey, Chris.
Good evening, everybody.
Thank you so much for hanging around. I know you have a bit of a drive home. Maybe we can make it through the end here. That'd be great.
We're going to try.
We're going to try.
I'm a little tired.
I've only got an hour. I'm tired too, but I appreciate you sticking around, Chris.
Yeah,
really great having you. Interesting matches coming up, my friend. We've got right in front of us Charlie Bonus taking on Peter Fox. As you mentioned,
he's probably the hottest guy in there right now.
Fox's low game has been maybe 250. And he's just been absolutely crushing it.
Oh, good try.
The Connecticut native. Good try for Charlie Bonus. Not a good start there. Another tough player, Eric Copping, over here on lane 6.
Next Hall of Fame inductee.
That's exactly right. And he's up against
good shot.
Very tough last month's champion, Dennis Bissonnette. So, Bissonnette, how's that going?
I say, I already got a thing about correcting that.
Thank you. Dennis, there's a blanket apology. Every time I say your name wrong, please imagine replace. And if you really want me to do, I could edit it before we publish on YouTube. I could. I am facile with editing tools, so I could put in Bissonnette each time I say it wrong. So
we're just going to have you keep practicing. So we're going to make sure he stays on the nice pairs.
Now down on 3 and 4, it is Tyler Perry with the hot hand against John Wilbur. John, just coming up, getting some ball advice from you, Chris. What were you talking about?
He just said that the weaker ball didn't hook enough on 3 and 4, and the same ball, but a duller finish was a little too strong. So I just said, do what you do best. Throw it further over the fronts.
Exactly.
And so for one shot, it works.
Look at how deep Fox is already. Look at this.
I do want to make a comment about Peter. I think he's only bowling maybe 5 years now, if I'm correct. And I give the kid credit.
That's amazing.
I remember watching him in year like 1, 2 around Keene. I think it was the year I won. And I didn't know he hadn't really been bowling that long. And then somebody mentioned it to me. And when we were at Auburn during the COVID tournaments, he had a really good run, maybe top 4 or something like that. And I talked to him there, and I was like, your mental game is incredible now. He threw it pretty good for just starting out, but the mental part was the thing, and he's come a long way. He's a really, really good player.
Well, you just got to see all the hits. You've got to see all the shapes. You got to understand what your ball does. You got to understand how you react under pressure and how to manage that. There's just so much to learn.
Yeah, I just remember at Keene the first time. I'm like, man, this kid's got a long way to go. Like, I don't even know who he is, and next thing you know, like a year or two later, he figured it. He's really coming. Like each year, you see the progression. And I think his game is obviously he's doing a lot of balls, drilling a lot of pieces up, starting to see shapes, bowling a lot of tournaments, traveling, bowled some PTQs this year. So yeah, he's learning a lot, and you can see it today. Like I said, I saw him go through a lot of pieces this morning. He didn't have a great look on the fresh, like you said, bowled great on the burn. Came back out here on the fresh now, and he's for his first 2 games like 250. So,
well, the way that he was projecting the ball through the air to the arrows on the burn was indicative of a much more mature player than 5 years.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Is he's come a long way, and how you can see his progression of his game. The accuracy is incredible. His different ball rolls, he's actually figured out how to create too. So I guess I'm just impressed by, people can say putting 2 hands in the ball makes a big difference. It makes it easier, but you still got to be able to figure out how to play the lanes. There's a lot that goes into it. So
I just want to tell you, we've heard from New Orleans, Mia Stalakis on the line. Hello, Mia. How are things going down at Tulane?
I'll say she's down with Sarah.
Say hi to Sarah for us, please. And we miss you up here. And we miss Sarah. She was going to be
one of the ones that didn't
top. He's going to be in the top 64 to go to 48, but only 47 showed up.
She should have just flew home and
she could have just thrown 1 ball, and now she's in
back
for
on
the 40. But now she'd have to come back in 2 weeks from Manchester, though. So, there you go.
And the college season is in full force to an extent.
And I saw some of the videos they made for the Tulane girls down there, and boy, she looks great. Let me tell you, she's throwing the ball so well.
Copping with a blue vibe.
Great shot there by Copping. Let's not lose sight of this matchup on 11 and 12, even though we can't see it on the live stream. This is Colby Hagamoser against the David Paquin. David, really usually the sleeper in these matches.
And Hagermoser left the 1-2-9 his last shot on lane 12.
He went right.
Or 1-3-9, sorry
about that. He missed way right and missed the headpin right, left, sorry.
Yeah.
And did convert the spare. Now Paquin opened, so Hagermoser enjoying a 14-pin lead now in the second frame.
And Peter just tripped up the 4. Again, like I said, I'm impressed by the young man.
He's great. And now this match is tied. Now let's see. The match on 5 and 6 is within a couple of pins.
And we got
and what's Perry doing
match
over here? We got a 4-pin match on 3 and 4. So every match within a mark right now.
Yeah, Copping flagged the spare. Bissonette 6 and 3, whatever he left. Copping out the window and rolls the 2-8.
Rolls the 2-8 with the ocean vibe, right? That's the ocean variety.
I call it the blue vibe, but yes, it's called ocean vibe.
I like ocean myself.
Look at him flick his hand around that. I mean,
what a great shot.
I'm telling you, like I said, posting the shot.
Yeah. And he's just cool as a cucumber.
Now we just got to show him where the camera is so he ducks under it.
That's hard to do.
Yeah.
And Bissonette, great shot there, right up the oil. Matches the double.
So Tyler gets up 7-10, now leaves a ring 10. Over on 3 and 4, sorry about that.
Who did we pick again?
Well, I said...
I didn't pick anybody.
I said Tyler would be the... Pretty much, obviously, he was bowling in front of his curve in the lane. It looked like he had a good shot. And I feel like the local guys have a little bit of an idea of the lane play because pair-to-pair here, not that they're as bad as like some of the centers we go to, but they're still... Because the building hooks so much in the fronts, you have to have a little bit of an idea. But I said my choice was Wilbur after Tyler. Tyler was like the easy pick. Wilbur was my pick there just because bowling with him, and I feel like he's realized he doesn't need to throw a big ball. So, and of course, they're bowling each other. And Bissonette.
I always like John because he beats the system by throwing it over the heads. And here it's especially important with this pattern. By the way, 41 feet, 7.3 to 1, 27 mils. You'd think that'd be a lot. You'd think there'd be hold with that pattern. But there isn't really a lot. You got to play the heads just right, and Wilbur gets the crumbling bucket for the strike to be within 4 pins of his opponent.
Nice strike up though.
I'll tell you, I'm going to take a sleeper pick here, and a guy who's
Charlie Bonus.
He's been out of the picture. If you met, when's the last time you saw him? I know he was
Charlie.
out. He was
He's
out
had
for at least a year.
A lot of injuries.
Injuries
got
like
injured
that,
working on a house or something like that.
Yeah, he fell off a roof, I think. I've always loved his game, and I'm going to pick Charlie here to come through.
Finished second to Litch the one time, right? At,
I believe that's
Super
true.
Bowl, Apple Valley.
That sounds right. Yep. And always just that great snap
or was
of the
it
wrist.
The Van Hees?
That
Might have
great,
been Van Hees.
You live in memory areas I dare not even tread. So good for you.
It was Van Hees.
I think you're right. It was Van Hees.
Here's
Copping to extend his lead.
Yep.
The Ocean goes.
Wow,
got
almost
the 5 paralyzer 5'10".
He's looking to laugh.
Oh my goodness, a paralyzer 5'10" almost for.
Should we tell him to put his thumb in the ball? That won't happen. I'm just kidding. I'm
not going to tell him that.
I'm only joking. I had no hair for a long time.
There you go.
All right, so Hagermoser, Colby variety. He got strike, whiffs the headpin, make the spare, double. And so he's got a pretty good lead so far, 24. And then he blows a 7-10. Oh, he gets a 10 out.
10 out. There you go.
And they got to correct the score. So, yeah, that would have gave him that would have brought the match back in because Paquin has only got 1 strike so far. All right, so Tyler gets up.
Here's Peter Fox. Look at how deep he is.
But it's not that he's deep. It's how much he's It's how he's fanning the ball off the bottom of his hand.
Yeah. Well, he's laying it down like on the heads. And in the burn squad today, he was throwing it to the arrows in the air, even further.
And Peter, for a two-hander, which a lot of two-handers are going this way, is more of a conventional fit on the fingers.
Mm-hmm. And Colby Hagemeyer makes the spare after getting a lucky break on the 7-10.
Great shot by Tyler, so 4-pin lead by Tyler.
And that's going to be a 22
Look at flick that
lead.
Thing around the corner.
And gets it. 22-pin lead for Hagemeyer right now.
Oh, kid is...
And meanwhile...
Peter's going to make you eat your words.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, I'm down by 23 in my pick.
Soon to be more.
Charlie Bonus, yes, unfortunately. but that's okay.
Paquin needs to get something going, and Paquin goes 3, 6, 7, 10.
We should make the picks before the game begins. We should not have the advantage of who's winning and losing on the round of 8. You've got to make the pick at the beginning of the game. So I didn't acknowledge who was winning or losing. I said I think I like Charlie as the underdog. And great shot there by Perry over on 3 and 4 to double against Wilbur.
Peter with a balk there got him just a little bit.
I think he caught, Perry caught him in his approach. Yeah.
That's all right. It's going to happen. Matches happen.
Paquin 3, 6,
this
7,
match is
10.
getting out of hand over there.
Yeah. Colby Hagamosa running away with his match. That's what we're talking about there. And Bissonette down 17.
I mean, just how he blazes it. That's going to get. Look at that. But see how far he got his fingers inside the ball?
Unbelievable.
Like, he is like way curled on the inside.
Is it conventional or is it semi?
Oh, I'm going to guess it's conventional. But I just look at it. I don't think he has any grips in the ball or anything. So
interesting. Wow.
That's the way a lot of the two-handers are going now. They really get the grips really loose. If you look at Kyle Troop, like he uses no grips, big holes, a little bit of bevel. They just do that, I think, because they can stay in it longer.
Yeah, I think even Butters is like that.
He's a conventional fit.
He's putting this. Yeah, he's almost conventional, but then he, the way he hooks.
Sean Rash. I mean, we see a lot of guys with thumbs. Sean Rash is almost a conventional fit. Prather's probably about 3/16 shorter than he needs to be because he digs in so far.
Greetings to Carl Buckley across the pond.
There you go,
doing, Carl?
What's up, Carl?
How you doing? I know the.
They're coming East Coast here for the Mega Buck tournament.
Yes, they are. I heard that for
Unfortunately, I can't bowl.
That'd be great. No, why?
It's called Black Friday.
Oh, I hear that. Well, you can still bowl over the weekend.
It's called Black Friday.
It's called Black Weekend.
It's called the Black Weekend.
Okay, I see.
Cyber Monday.
Okay. Cyber Monday. There you go.
Yeah. Nice. If anything, I'll try and see if I can sneak up for the Thursday. Is a sweeper Thursday? I don't think there's a qualifying Thursday, but I think there's a sweeper on Thanksgiving.
There's a sweeper on Thanksgiving. There's a sweeper the Friday night, and then the rest of the weekend is the straight tournament.
Let's see if I could possibly get up for the sweeper, and Wilbur just chopped the 6 off the 9.
6-9. Chops the 6. That's painful.
Straight off.
And now he's 112 in the 7th, he's pacing to 190. And now Perry at 198. Perry just took a 6-pin lead on the bench. But let's see what he does now on the double.
16-pin lead, almost. No more than that.
Oh, I'm sorry, 170. 170 pace for Wilbur, not 190.
Yeah.
That's a 20-pin lead for Perry. And Perry whips one off the corner. Dead flush. Boy, does he have a great look.
Copping, 2-8-10.
And Copping
now make that match about even.
It's going to tighten that match up.
There'll be a 5-pin lead now for Bissonette.
There's the Bissonette Copping score.
With Bissonette is letter A.
Yeah, Copping is 1 and Bissonette is A. So it's 5-pin lead for Copping.
Yep. Oh, and Hagermoser. Not that this is really going to make a difference this very second, but he goes Greek Church.
Greek Church, but Paquin opened in the 2 frames
has 3 opens out of 6 frames.
Right.
And Peter finally missed the pocket. And your guy has a triple.
I'm telling you.
Put some pressure on him. And Hagermoser for the spare gets 2.
Copping with the Ocean Vibe 5-pin lead.
And another 2-8-10. Oh, gets a 2-10.
Ball's just running through the spot right now.
Well, I just feel like it's that your ball began to hook a little earlier, and then it just got worse down lane. And Peter, right at it, curving the whole lane at 2-4-5. Oh, he had a bucket up 2-4.
So back to the Wilbur match. He needs to punch for 202, and Perry cruising at a 206 pace.
Spare? No spare.
Not quite for Copping. So now Copping is going to lose the lead on the bench, assuming Bissonette can spare. If Bissonette marks in the 8th, he takes the lead. Sarah having NEBA withdrawals. We're having withdrawals from you, my friend. We miss you up here. And Peter backs off, hearing the announcement from the back. A lot of distractions, I guess, for Peter.
Well,
in this
Peter's
match,
feeling it, though. You know. I mean, I think he's like pretty much in that zone. And he's just, don't give away shots. He's really.
Now Paquin almost had to double there up on 11 and 12 and couldn't do it, so he's going to maintain his 30-pin deficit or so. Big shot there by Bissonnette to put the pressure on Copping and take the lead by 6. And now Bissonnette obviously with
he
ball
fell
in
off
hand,
that one, but doesn't make it.
Jesus! Just jumps the pins off the deck and strikes. Meanwhile, Charlie Bonus.
Big shot there for John. Give himself a little chance.
Bonus 137 in the 6th.
He has 257 on the out.
146, so 9-pin deficit. Bonus can take a 1-pin lead if he strikes here.
Bonus can actually win the match.
And he can go ball in hand. He's ball in hand.
Ball in hand to win the match by 1.
And after a clean with a 4-bagger game so far by Fox.
Now, Tyler Perry, big shot.
Look at those revs.
Oh, 2-8-10. That puts the match back in.
But
Wilbur
he goes light.
So
and he's going to give Wilbur the opening
so if he gets
he's looking
2,
for.
And he strikes out, he forces Wilbur to strike out the tie.
That's right. And Colby Hagemoser back on the strike train.
Yeah, I mean,
Bonus
that match
got that right. There's no way that's going to hold. Through the beak for a 2-4, 7-8. Bonus in trouble now.
Yeah, swings the match easily back into. Needed to get the wood here for Tyler. Don't even try to do anything else crazy. Just get the 2.
Yeah.
He got the 2.
He does.
Smart play.
So 172 in the 9th now for Tyler Perry on 3 and 4. And Wilbur on the out with 202. So very, very close match here, guys. But Perry technically still up 10. But Wilbur with 202
but what
on the out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, whatever Tyler does.
And Charlie Bonus just was handed a gift of that 2-4, 7-8 spare.
Big shot by Bissonnette.
He was ready to chop it.
And 7-pin.
And Hagemoser's going to open again.
So it's 50-61, so you can only get to 190. Well, you can get to 181 pace, so that'd be 19-40-79. So that would mean Paquin would have to strike out to force him to get a good count.
Right.
Good count on a fill, like a mark and a fill. And that's a washout.
And
super washout.
That's a super washout for
that ball went
Perry,
dead forward.
way down on lane 3. Super washout.
Wow,
and
that
remember,
ball got.
He's 172 in the 9th.
So say he only gets 3. That puts him into 180.
180.
So that 9.
That means
9 spare, 9 to tie.
9 spare for Wilbur.
Yeah.
So Tyler Perry's going to bowl himself right out of this match in this 9th and 10th frames.
Now he needs to make it.
And great shot there by Bonus, but an amazing blower 10.
And what do we got? What do we got? We got. I think
Super
he got it.
washout shot, makes it perfectly. Throws it right between the 1 and the 2 pin. Drives the 1 into the 6-10 perfectly, and there's a spare by Tyler Perry.
So that means first strike for Wilbur.
Well, if he strikes. So Perry now needs a strike for 192, which will force Wilbur to get the first one.
If he gets 9, he still forces him to get the first one.
And again, this is down on your left. This is 3 and 4 we're watching here.
Yeah, so 8 forces Wilbur to get 9 on the first ball. 9 forces Wilbur to get the first strike.
How about Eric Copping about to throw his third? He threw his third split in a row with a 2-8-10.
Yeah.
And Perry goes Brooklyn for a strike.
So now he forced him to throw the first one.
192.
So strike would be 42.
Copping is disgusted, and rightly so.
Actually going to force him to throw a double now.
Yeah, Copping right in front of us is now 173 on the out, and that means Bissonnette only needs a mark. This is 5 and 6. Now Wilbur needs a double, right?
Double.
He's got to have 2, or he loses in
strike
count.
9 is down by loses by 1. The Brooklyn. Did you see the Brooklyn there? Trip to 6-10.
I did see the Brooklyn. Look on the left side of your screen, folks. Lane 4. This is John Wilbur. Must double to advance. Otherwise, it's going to be Tyler Perry in the round of 4. And that's through the beak. Tyler Perry moves on. So he survives that match.
Wow.
Unfortunately, John just could not tame those fronts. Boy, I would have liked John a lot on this pattern. Let's see. Copping, essentially a must strike.
And almost another 2-8-10.
Rolls the 2-pin. But now let's see if Copping can make it interesting here. Let's see if Copping can get a double.
And before force to mark.
Dennis to mark. Nothing is given on this pattern.
And Paquin, that match is now over. You can only get to 150.
Yeah, Paquin is kind of.
So you can pencil in.
It will be Colby. Once again, we will have the round of 4 right in front of us coming up here, guys. Now let's check in on this bonus match. So Peter Fox pacing to 226, bonus pacing to 212. So 14-pin match. So Fox just needs a mark and good count. He needs to pass 222, so he can pace to 226.
That's left.
That's left, and he gets the Jersey squasher. I saw, for a recreational shot, I saw an awful lot of those.
Well, that's what I said. There wasn't enough hold in the middle of the lane.
Not enough, right.
Wow. That was his worst shot we've seen him throw in 3 games.
That's a real gift for
He's been
Fox.
He's been fanning it out to about 7-8 every shot.
And Charlie Bonus is like, well, what are you going to do? Sorry, folks. You probably heard me cough on Chris's mic.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Did you have your hand in my candy bag?
Not since I coughed to do it. I practice safe snacking. Come on now. Bissonette needs the mark.
Oh, that's going high.
That's high. Gets it to lay off. Carries the 8-pin. It will be Bissonette. I can continue my practice of his name because he's in the top 4 against Tyler Perry on 7 and 8. And we're just waiting on Fox. And Fox will now be up against Colby Hackemoser on 5 and 6. So our quarterfinal is set there, Mr. Forey, or should I say semifinal. And unfortunately, my dark horse was eliminated. And
he didn't pick enough horses.
Didn't bring enough horses.
He didn't put you into the win place show.
It's going for the perfecta. But unfortunately, no, not today. So might have to switch that up. Now, Dennis, I know I was crossing right next to him, suffering from some pretty serious forearm pain. He's got pain all the way from the middle of his palm all the way up to his elbow.
Not good.
So he's got some tendonitis or some kind of a pulled connective tissue or something going on there.
I know we said that Jay Johnson pretty much was going to win Bull of the Year.
Yeah,
Dennis is second, and Jay didn't make the cut, so he's only going to get 5 points. I put him at 429.
I think this is a 72-point event.
This would be a big event.
Because you got 40 qualifiers.
Yeah, so Dennis could
Dennis could go all the way. He could tighten that up. I thought it would be a runaway for four-time winner
Jay struggled on both squads.
Did he? Yeah. And we'll watch bonus finish up here, and then we'll sign off and be back for the round of 4, guys. Thanks, folks. Chris, we'll see you in a minute.